During my exit interview, HR pulled out a file and said, "We have no record of you ever being hired." I'd worked at Data Vision Systems for 3 years. 3 years of performance reviews, promotions, and paychecks. I'd given my 2 weeks notice, cleaned out my desk, and showed up for my exit interview. Linda from HR opened a folder that looked too thin. She scanned the page inside, then looked at me with confusion. "According to our system, you were never officially hired here." I laughed. "Is this a prank? I'm serious. Your name isn't in our employee database. No hire date, no contract, nothing." My stomach dropped. "Linda, I've been here for 3 years." I pulled out my phone and showed her my direct deposit history. Every 2 weeks for 3 years. She studied the screen. "These deposits are from TechCore Solutions, but they're not connected to any employee ID. How is that possible?" "I don't know. Without employment records, I can't process your exit or final paycheck." "This is insane. I have a badge, a laptop, building access. I reported to James in engineering." Linda called James. I heard him answer. "Do you know anyone named Alex Rivera?" Silence. "No, thanks." She hung up. "He doesn't know you." My heart raced. "He's lying. I sat in his meetings every Monday for 3 years. Can I see your badge?" I handed it over. She scanned it. Nothing happened. She tried again. Nothing. "This badge isn't registered." "Then how have I been getting into the building?" She had no answer. I left and went straight to engineering. My desk was gone. Someone else's stuff was there. A woman I'd never seen sat where my desk should be. "How long have you worked here?" 2 years. "Why?" "This was my desk." She looked confused. "This has always been mine." I called my work friend Jason. We'd gotten lunch twice a week for 2 years. "Hey Jason, it's Alex." "Sorry." "Who?" "Alex. We got tacos yesterday." "Wrong number." He hung up. I pulled up the company directory, searched my name. Nothing. But James's team had the same number of people. Someone else's name was where mine should be. Ryan Fletcher, hired 3 years ago. Same start date, same job title. Then I saw the photo. It was me. I felt sick. I went back to HR. Linda was on the phone. I waited until she hung up. "Check your system for Ryan Fletcher." She typed. Her eyes widened. "We have a Ryan Fletcher, hired 3 years ago. Show me the photo." She turned the monitor. It was my face. "That's me." I said. "That's literally me." She looked between the photo and my face. "This does look like you." "Because it is me. Someone changed my name in the system." She scrolled through the file. "Ryan Fletcher gave his 2 weeks notice yesterday. He's scheduled for an exit interview today." I gave my 2 weeks notice yesterday. "This is my exit interview." She kept scrolling. "According to this, Ryan Fletcher's exit interview is scheduled for 2 p.m. I checked my phone. It was 1:45 p.m. "When was mine scheduled?" She looked confused. "You don't have one scheduled because you don't work here." Someone was erasing me, systematically removing every trace of my existence and replacing it with someone named Ryan Fletcher. But why? I thought about the project I'd been working on, the one I just finished last week, a cybersecurity overhaul worth millions. I'd spent 2 years building it. The launch was scheduled for next month. If I didn't exist, I couldn't take credit, couldn't negotiate for the bonus I was promised, couldn't claim the intellectual property. Someone wanted to steal my work and make me disappear. Linda, I need you to listen very carefully. Someone in this company is committing fraud. They're trying to erase me and steal my work. I need you to help me prove I exist." She looked at me for a long moment. Then she picked up her phone. "Security? I have someone in my office claiming to be a former employee. He's becoming agitated. Can you send someone up?" I backed toward the door. "You're in on it." She stood. "Sir, you need to leave the building." I ran to the parking lot before security caught up. 2 guards I'd greeted every morning looked at me like a stranger. "Sir, leave the property. I work here. We have no record of you. Leave or we'll call police." I drove home shaking. I pulled out everything. Pay stubs, tax forms, performance reviews, emails. Then I noticed something. Every TechCore email had been moved to spam in the last 24 hours. Someone accessed my personal email to hide evidence. But they missed something. Physical copies of my performance reviews. Signed by James. Dated. Stamped. I photographed them and sent them to a lawyer. Then I filed a police report for identity theft and fraud. Within 48 hours, they'd arrested James and Linda. They'd done this before. Erase talented employees, steal their work, sell it. They'd made millions. The company reinstated me with back pay and a settlement that made my salary look like pocket change. James is in prison. Linda is still denying everything. And me? I don't work for TechCore anymore. But at least now I exist.